Welcome, dear viewers, to our fascinating video on how to prepare your child for the future by using Stoicism in parenting. We live in a world that is constantly changing, and it is important to teach our children to be resilient and self-mastery in order to successfully face the challenges of life. Today's video promises to be engaging and informative. We will share practical tips that you can immediately apply to raising your children. You'll also hear funny stories about how kids exhibit stoicism in everyday life. But that's not all. We will provide you with interactive assignments so you can participate in the discussion and feel a part of this lesson. Our examples from history and the present will inspire you and your children to develop stoic qualities. And of course, we'll share easy and fun exercises to help your children learn self-control and resilience. Don't miss your chance to learn how Stoicism can be a powerful tool in your child's education. Let's begin this exciting journey together. Let's start with practical steps you can take today to incorporate Stoicism into your child's daily life. Teach your children to start the day with a morning ritual of gratitude. Ask them to name a few things they are grateful for each morning. This will help them see the positive aspects of life and develop a grateful attitude toward the world. Teach your children to recognize their emotions and control them. Support them in times of stress or frustration. Teach them to find ways to calm down and analyze situations rationally. Help your children develop clear goals and plans to achieve them. Teach them to monitor their progress and be persistent in reaching their goals. Explain to your children what they can control and what is beyond their control. Help them focus on what they can change and not waste energy on things that are beyond their control. Teach children to prioritize their lives. Help them identify what's really important and make choices that align with their values. These practical tips will help your children develop resilience, self-control, and the ability to accept life's inevitable changes. In the next section, we'll talk about fun ways kids can show stoicism in everyday life. You might be surprised to learn how children can exhibit stoicism in a variety of situations. After all, stoicism is not only a philosophy, but also the ability to see the world with peaceful eyes. Your children can learn to laugh at life's troubles. Instead of crying when problems arise, they can find the funny aspects of the situation. This not only makes their lives brighter, but also helps them develop optimism. Children can exhibit stoicism by remaining calm and reasonable in conflict situations. Instead of reacting nervously, they can learn to listen and understand other people's point of view, which helps develop interpersonal skills. Your children can develop the skill of evaluating a situation and choosing the best solution. They can approach problems with equanimity and look for rational solutions, even if the situation seems difficult. Children can learn to accept failure with philosophical calm. Instead of frustration, they can see failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. These amusing displays of stoicism in children demonstrate that stoicism can be an interesting and rewarding aspect of their development. By teaching them to apply stoic principles to their daily lives, you give them a powerful tool to build character and successfully meet the challenges of the future. Let's make this video even closer and more interesting for you. We invite you to participate in our interactive quiz on stoicism. The questions will be about the key principles of stoicism that we discussed earlier. Your task is to choose the correct answers and test your knowledge. Get ready, because the quiz starts right now. You can see the correct answers in the attached comment. Question: what is Stoicism? A school of philosophy in ancient Greece. B, the art of living without emotion. C, knowledge of the future. Q, which principle of Stoicism is the division of things into those that are under our control and those that are not? A, the principle of prudence. B, the principle of action. C, the principle of inevitability. Q, which of the following qualities are key to the Stoic? A, emotional reaction to all events. B, coldness and indifference to the surrounding world. C, reason, wisdom, and self-control. Q, how can Stoicism help develop resilience in children? A, by preventing them from showing emotion. B, by teaching them to accept inevitable change and solve problems rationally. C, by ignoring their feelings. Q, which famous philosopher was one of the Stoics and left us with many valuable lessons? A, Aristotle. B, Plato. C. Epictetus. This quiz allows you to actively participate in your learning and test your knowledge of Stoicism. We hope you found it interesting. Also, we invite you to take part in a weekly challenge. Implement Stoic principles into your family life. Tell us about your achievements and challenges in the comments of the video. We are always ready to support you and share tips. Keep learning and growing with us. To better understand how Stoicism can impact our lives, let's look at some examples from history and modern times. One of the famous Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, was a Roman emperor and philosopher. He used Stoic principles to keep calm in complex political situations and make difficult decisions. His diary, Self-Analysis, still inspires many today. The legendary human rights fighter, Nelson Mandela, spent many years in prison but never lost hope and faith in his beliefs. He applied Stoic principles to remain steadfast in his fight for justice. Contemporary comedian and host of the popular podcast Joe Rogan actively explores Stoicism and talks about its impact on his life. He applies Stoic principles to manage stress and succeed in different areas. These examples show that Stoicism is not only relevant in our time, but can help us overcome challenges, stay calm, and develop the best qualities of our character. Let's get into practice. Stoicism is not only a philosophy, but also a set of skills that can be developed with children, making the process fun and interesting. Exercise. 1. Breathing. Practice. The sound of the sea. Sit with your children in a comfortable position. Ask them to close their eyes and imagine they are on the beach listening to the sound of the sea. Then ask them to slowly inhale and exhale, imagining that each breath is a wave, bringing calm and peace. Exercise 2. Gratitude diary. Encourage your children to keep a gratitude journal. Each day have them write down a few things they feel grateful for. This exercise helps them learn to see the positive things in life. Exercise 3. The game. Controlling feelings. Create a game with your children in which they learn to control their emotions. For example, they can play the role of different characters and learn to react to events in a calm and reasonable way. Exercise 4. Developing tolerance for failure. Lead an exercise with the children in which they will set challenges and goals, but also learn to accept failure as part of the developmental process. Support them and help them learn from failure. Exercise 5. Meditation Inner Sage. Teach your children a short meditation in which they imagine that they have an inner sage who helps them make good decisions and stay calm. These exercises will help your children develop Stoic qualities, not only enriching their lives but also preparing them for future challenges. Don't forget to join in and do the exercises with them. It will create an even warmer atmosphere and strengthen the bond between you. We hope this video helped you understand how Stoicism can be a valuable tool in raising your children. The inevitability of change and the importance of preparing for the future is a reality that everyone faces. But Stoicism can help us meet these challenges. We have looked at fascinating stories from history and the present day, showing that Stoicism is a relevant and important approach to life. Marcus Aurelius, Nelson Mandela, and Joe Rogan are just a few examples of people who have succeeded by applying Stoic principles. We have also provided you with practical exercises to help your children develop Stoic qualities such as resilience, self-control, and gratitude. Remember that Stoicism is not only a philosophy, but a way of life that can be applied every day. Practice these principles with your children and build a strong foundation for their future. Thank you for joining us today, and remember that you have all the tools you need to prepare your children for the future with the confidence and wisdom of the Stoics. See you soon.